This is a story of a national hero, a captain of Bafana Bafana, who was killed in a house full of people, yet for 10 years, police still can't tell us who pulled the trigger. This is the Senzo Meyiwa heist, except the only thing stolen was the truth. On the 26th of October 2014, Senzo Meyiwa was at his girlfriend Kelly Khumalo's mother's house in Vosloorus. There were 6 other people in that house, including Kelly's sister Uzandi and her boyfriend at the time, Longwe Twala, the son of music legend Chico Twala. Suddenly, according to the initial story, 2 intruders burst in demanding cell phones. A struggle broke out, a shot was fired, and Senzo was hit in the chest. He was rushed to the hospital but was declared dead on arrival. Let me pause for a second. For years, the official line was that this was a robbery gone wrong. But you're telling me that 2 guys walking in a house full of people, kill the most famous person there, and then only walk out with 1 cheap cell phone? That makes 0 sense. The public was screaming that the people inside knew what happened. Let's back up a bit. To understand the mess, you have to look at the timeline of the investigation. In 2014, right after the murder, a man named Zamuguhle Mbata was arrested, but the charges were dropped because of lack of evidence. For the next 6 years, the case gathered dust while Senzo's father, Sam Meyiwa, literally spent the rest of his life crying for justice until he passed away in July 2019. The story already smells fishy. You've got Longwe Twala going on national radio and completely glitching his own story. First, he tells the world that he was a hero who ran out of the house to get help and his phone was taken before he ran out. But later, he contradicts himself, admitting that his phone was on him the whole time. I mean, if you're running for your life from people who look like killers, then why are you lying about your Nokia? Then on the 6th year anniversary, 26 October 2020, the police finally arrested 5 men. Umuzi Sibia, Bongani Ntanzi, Mthobisi Ncube, Mthokozisini Maphisa, and Fisoguhle Mtuli. But the bombshell didn't drop until the trial started in April 2022. The state started bringing evidence that this wasn't a robbery at all. In January 2024, a lead investigator testified that Kelly Khumalo, who had allegedly been in contact with one of the accused, Mthobisi Ncube, that she had allegedly tried to clear her house with a traditional healer before the hit. But the defense also grilled witnesses about Longwe Twala's involvement, suggesting that he might have been the one to bring the gun into the house that night. I will say though, while everyone was pointing fingers at Kelly Khumalo, there's one person that the public almost entirely ignored: Mandisa Mkhize, Senzo's legal wife. You see, in the eyes of the law, Mandisa was still the widow who stood to gain everything: the insurance payouts, the estate, and the status, while Kelly was just the mistress who lost a meal ticket and her reputation. In a world of motives, the wife had every reason to want the other woman out of the picture by taking out the man. 10 years later, the trial is still dragging on in the Gauteng High Court. The robbery story has been deleted, and what's left is a tangled web of hitmen and cell phone tower pings. It turns out the biggest mystery in South African sports wasn't about who entered the house, but about why nobody was allowed to leave until the story was straight. So far in this country, we've witnessed 2 high-profile celebrity murders that had arrests but haven't been solved all the way.